right, we're back. What the hell? It's out of control tonight. My first guest is a legendary broadcaster who can be seen weekdays on The View, and this Sunday night, she's going to have her annual Academy Awards interview special on ABC. Here's a clip.
I'm taking you on an adventure.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, here we go.
Make yourself at home.
Good for you.
Isn't that great? So now I can stand. Okay.
Well,
Have you ever had s'mores before?
Who? Somebody snoring? What is
S'mores. Cheers.
it? To you.
Please welcome Barbara Walters. Now, you don't want to. Here, I got it right. I got it just right. Yeah, I know how to do this. I've been doing this for years. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
Let me fix your hair, baby.
This is Late Night with Conan O'Brien on cocaine. Barbara, what's up? What's happening? Let's get out of here. Do I look weird? I don't think I'm weird.
Yes, you look weird.
All right, I'm going to get that down. All right, thank you. Thank you for bringing that out. That
Much
stuff is
worse.
so flammable. No one
Much
light a
worse.
match.
Much worse.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm happy to see you. Very good.
Yes, yes. Thank you for being here. So much to talk about. I know
Okay.
we're going to get to the special and everything that's going on, but
Okay.
my first question, which is a big one,
Yes,
you went to
please.
Donald Trump's wedding.
Yes, I did.
Somehow my invite got lost in the mail. I don't know what happened. But
See, he only had like 350.
Yeah.
It was small.
yeah, it was very small and intimate. Only the people he really cares about.
That's right, yeah.
And so how was it?
Well, so I'll tell you. I mean, the ceremony itself was very elegant. And really, you know, people expected it to be very glitzy. It wasn't. It was,
Right.
it was, you know, beautifully done. Okay. And then he built a ballroom in Mar-a-Lago. You know, he'd bought this.
Mar-a-Lago's his crazy estate down there in
It was
Florida?
enormously expensive. A very, very rich woman owned it, and it was a private house. And he took it and he decided to make it into a spa, and the neighbors said, oh, the neighbors look like you with your hair up when he mentioned he wanted to do this spa.
Right, right.
Anyway, so it's
As
not
opposed to
very
his
popular.
hair, which looks fine.
It's not-
Yeah.
His hair looks a lot more like mine, don't you
Yeah,
think?
yeah.
Okay, so he built for the wedding, although it'll be used at other times, a ballroom.
Right.
Gold, chandeliers, crystal stuff, huge ballroom. That was fine.
Right.
And then, you know, we had a beautiful dinner and so forth. But then afterwards, everybody went outside, and they had all kinds of Latin music. And Stone Phillips, you know Stone Phillips?
Stone
Phillips
from
Your
Dateline,
dignified
yeah.
Stone Phillips.
Yeah?
He was moving, and
No, he
was
wasn't.
dancing,
Stone
and he
Phillips
was
is a
going,
robot.
and He was
Yeah.
doing, not
Stone
this
Phillips is
night.
out there. I am enjoying these human emotions.
No,
I have never...
no, he was hot.
What,
He
really?
was, yeah. And I stayed until about 2 in the morning, and then I sort of had it. So I went up to my room because I was staying at Mar-a-Lago, and my room overlooked Stone Phillips and all his stuff.
Right.
And so
I always request a room overlooking a dancing Stone Phillips. Yeah.
So I cha-cha'd into the bathtub.
Right, right.
And I cha-cha'd into the bedroom.
That sounds nice.
And around Besame Mucho, I lost
You
it.
just
I fell
drifted
asleep.
off to sleep.
Just with Stone Phillips.
Yeah, yeah. Now,
It
what do
really
you
was
buy?
a
Here's my
beautiful
question. What do
wedding,
you buy Donald Trump for a wedding gift? I mean, what do you give a man who has hundreds
owns
of
it?
buildings?
Who owns it?
He owns everything. It's hard to find something in New York he doesn't own.
Absolutely. Seriously, it was very hard. I thought maybe a 5-pound box of money. I couldn't think of it. I didn't know what else to buy.
He would probably appreciate more
I think he
money.
might have hot cash, yeah.
This is super. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah.
But that's the biggest problem. What do you wear? Well, you wouldn't have had trouble with that. You could have worn your hair. And then what?
Well, I also wouldn't have trouble because I wasn't invited.
You weren't invited.
Yeah. No. Everyone else was, but not me.
Do you mind that you weren't invited?
Yeah, very bitter, very bitter.
Does it hurt a lot?
No, not really. I think, because then I would have had to get him something, and I don't know what to get the man.
But you know what else you weren't invited to?
What?
Charles and Camilla.
No, I'm invited to that. It's an intimate civil ceremony.
The Queen is not
The Queen isn't
invited.
going, but I am going. They want me
The
there.
brothers and sisters,
I am
but-
very close to the royal family. They want me there.
What was the invitation like?
The invitation was beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. It was printed on chocolate, Belgian chocolate. And it was gorgeous. I can't believe you didn't get one. That's shocking.
You must come on The View and tell us about it. No,
Yes.
I was not invited to that. Well,
yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
I'd love to come back on The View, by the way. I love the ladies of The View.
We'd love to have you. How's about tomorrow?
I can't do it. Very busy. Now, let me ask you something, because I'm in the interview business, but I've noticed something about you are famous for asking extremely bold questions that I admit I'd be afraid to ask. You're talking to Terry Hatcher, and you said, when was the last time you had sex? And those are questions that are very personal. How would you feel if someone started firing questions like that at you? Do you think you could handle it?
You're not going to do that, are you?
Well, I just am curious. When was the last time? No, I... Come on, Barbara.
Where's that hairspray? What I actually said to Terry Hatcher, is it true that she hasn't had sex in 4 years? I mean,
that's a gentle question, yeah. Is it true you're not getting any?
Yeah, that's it. But, you know, I never used, when I was doing 20/20 all the time, I never had, you know, it was very controlled. It was like Stone Phillips. I never had questions like that.
Right, right.
But on The View, I mean, they asked me when I lost my virginity.
The other ladies do.
I mean, yeah, I said once that I didn't know that much about sex before I did The View, and now I know more about sex than I ever wanted to know.
Wow.
Just from being
Those filthy girls.
Oh, they're very dirty, those girls.
And they just talk about everything.
Yes, they do.
But do you think
that.
you yourself would be worried if someone was firing those questions at you? Or do you ever, I mean, you ever get worried that someone's going to get angry when you ask a question like that? That they'll lash out at you?
I'm just trying to think if anybody has ever lashed out at me for asking questions
You asked
like
Paris
that.
Hilton, are you dumb?
Yes, I did.
Which is, you know what? And it was great because she said, I don't understand the question. That was the best part.
She said, would you repeat that,
And then
please?
Stone Phillips came in and said, I will rephrase it.
Let me tell you my secret.
Okay.
See, if you say to someone, are you dumb? That's very nasty. But if you say, you know, there are some misconceptions we would like to clear up. I mean, one misconception is, are you dumb?
Right.
See, then it's okay.
And then in editing, you can cut out the nice part up front.
That's right. And
You can cut out all that stuff, and it's just a quick cut of you going, are you dumb?
That's right. You say to Terry Hatcher, there is a misconception about you that you haven't had sex in 4 years. So let me ask you directly, edit.
Right. I love screwing over celebrities, too. Now, speaking of big celebrities, is there an audio problem here? Is that what's... We want to come up here? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Randy. It's his fault. 22.
Did Stone Phillips send you?
We're doing a TV show from the 1940s here. We're going to try something new tonight, putting one of these microphones on the person talking.
And it's so attractive, the black microphone.
Yeah, that looks nice. You go to all this trouble to dress nicely, and this guy comes out and throws a clock radio at your chest.
It's a good thing I love you, Conan. That's all
I'm sorry. I'm sorry we have such a terrible, crappy show.
There we go. Okay.
Now, Will Ferrell.
Yes.
Ferrell. You talked to Will Ferrell, and I love Will. Known him for a long time. Very funny guy. But it was probably an unconventional interview because he's a little different.
Well, people said to me he's very normal.
Yeah.
He is not normal. It's like people say that you're very normal, and we know you are not.
No, but no one says I'm normal. No one says that.
Well,
but...
let me try it this way. You know, one of the misconceptions about you...
Very nice. Yeah.
So, Will Ferrell, when I came to the door,
right,
instead of looking, like a normal person, he came out. His hair was in curlers.
We actually have the photo. This is how he greeted you at the door. Yeah. I love that he did this.
Wonderful. I opened the door, and there he was. And he said to me, oh, you're here the wrong day.
Yeah.
You have to come back tomorrow. And I said, Will, it has to be done today. He said, no, tomorrow. I said, I can't come back tomorrow. I'm interviewing someone important tomorrow.
Nice. There's nothing like humiliating a guy who's in face makeup.
I loved him.
Yeah.
He is so funny and nice. And the interesting thing about this special, and you can mention the three people later if you'd like to be wonderful.
Well, I'm going to ask you now. Because you have Jamie Foxx is on this.
Yeah, Terry Hatcher and Will Ferrell. And if you watch Saturday Night Live, of course, you know Will Ferrell.
Right.
But not everybody did. But these three people, if you asked people 3 years ago who they were, they would have said, wait a second, Terry Hatcher, what was she in? I can't, Jamie Foxx, isn't he a comedian? And all of them now are so big and so hot and so afraid that it might all be over tomorrow.
Right.
Because it happened,
But that's good. We need new stars, new superstars.
And they are.
That's why I'm leaving. I'm making room for another superstar. I'm tired of being a superstar. I'm going to make room for someone new.
Stone Phillips?
Yeah, it's time for Stone Phillips to get a break. Yeah.
Stone Phillips, Late Night with Stone Phillips.
Yeah. We got to make room for the new.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be good. This is a good special. The Barbara Walters special, Academy Awards edition, airs Sunday night on ABC at 7 p.m. on the East Coast, and following the awards on the West Coast. So you're going to get a lot of people watching. Also, The View airs weekdays, as if people didn't know that.
Weekdays at 11 with those wonderful, sweet women who ask about virginity. Come on with us, and we'll clear up the misconceptions.
There's no misconception. I'm still a virgin. Yeah. It's the hair that's doing it. It frightens the women away. Barbara Walters, thank you so much. Always a pleasure having you. Omar Epps, coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we're back. It's all good. Fine show tonight. Coming up tomorrow night, we got a great show. John Travolta is going to be on the program. You can watch it on TV. Studio audience, no! How will we see it on television? The way they're seeing it. From the movie Curse, Shannon Elizabeth, and musical guest Aqueduct. That's going to be, Travolta's going to be here. That's cool.